Listen, honey, I'm gonna need you to never interrupt my vlog ever again. Love you, bye. Wrong number.
If you like music, that's kind of alright. And laughing until you die. Subscribe.
2 nights ago on our live stream, one of our topics was the worst things you almost did in public. And I couldn't come up with a worse thing that I almost did, because I always just end up doing that bad thing, whatever it is. And then today, I finally got my worst thing that I almost did, and that was the show that we almost played. For us to every now and then have the opportunity to show, I just feel like I can't say no. I feel like I gotta take a chance on it.
Yeah.
Especially one so close. And now I learned my lesson. And I'm never playing out live again. We get up to the building and it's an old like Mason lodge or something, which has already got kind of a weird vibe around it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you know, whatever.
Yeah, what are you doing in here?
Those places.
What are you not telling us?
Yeah. I go up to the back door and I open it because I hear they got the little disco ball in there that you get at like Radio Shack. I look in there and there's two. First of all, you're about to pop.
Oh my god.
The skinniest people I've ever seen in my life. Like, they were so frail and fragile looking. Doing this. And making sounds, and I don't know, there was some cursing going on.
Lots of it. Which, hey, you know what? It's not like we'll play a show, but
Yeah, I don't care about that. It was so dorky. I went to the back of the van and I put my hand on it and I stood there for about 3 seconds. And then I turned and looked at Brady and he was going, "What do you want to do here?
before you could almost even finish the sentence, I said, I want to leave here.
What if we go ahead and play this thing? We're here." Brady was not having any of that. He did not. He was too embarrassed.
I want us to, at some point, be able to take ourselves a little serious. For business sake, son. I mean, come on, man. It's anti-good.
You kept trying to describe to me how bad it was. Like, I didn't know. I'm here. I saw it. How do we avoid this ever happening? And how can I know enough to know?
Research.
I should have known when the festival was named after the area code. I should have said,
Okay,
"Hey,
this is rap.
This is a hip-hop show. We don't belong here."
Poor David. I mean,
David texted me and you said, "Dude, you should see if I can mix for this thing."
when we walked in there, one of the lights that they had set up was a Bluetooth speaker. For the show. With, like, you know, that like crystally round thing on top that's like red and blue and green, yellow light.
I just glanced at the stage and noticed that the sound system didn't even have the capabilities of hooking my amp up.
They had a microphone. That's all they need as rappers.
That's what
and
I
a
realized.
CD player.
When I realized that it was a rap show, which was when I saw the rappers rapping.
Not when I told you I had done some research and found out we're going to be the only band there?
No, you didn't. You said I did some research and I said I don't want to know. And you said, "You're right, you don't." And that's where we ended that conversation.
That's true. At some point, we have to look at what we're doing and be like, no.
All you could hear is that low frequency traveling through the walls. and then that door would kick open.
They were coming out to vape.
And and every time the door opened, me and Brady be in the middle of basically trying to decide if we want to stay here, and somebody that would be offended walked out the door, so we'd be like, I was trying to convince you to go ahead and do the show. You were trying to convince me definitely not to do the show. We finally walked over to the kid and we said, hey man, I think we're just going to go ahead and bail.
He basically told him that as if he had already known we were thinking about it.
Yeah.
Just to answer your previous question, we're going to do this now.
You're thinking we're going to bail, but
And
look,
we are.
This was not me having a problem with hip hop. This was me having a problem with crystal meth.
We avoided a mistake, and nobody knows it's a mistake until after the mistake has happened.
It's like that time we played that gay bar in Birmingham. At some point, I just noticed that there's a lot of guys rubbing each other. Also, I should have known something was up when somebody gave me a $100 tip. I think what I really took from this is hip hop's where it's at.